G'day viewers, welcome back to the Good Games Store Champs in Brisbane. Um, this is the second half of the grand final. We've got Chris on the left playing Neareth Hub and Josh on the right playing Wizard. And I'm joined by Josh. How you doing, Josh?
I'm quite well, thank you, Alex. How are you?
Pretty good, mate. So you've lost the first game and this is the true grand final. You got Wizard up against Neareth Hub. Should be a close one.
Yeah, the last game was pretty close as well. This is a slightly better matchup for me, although I would have preferred if he was playing ETF. That would have made me much more confident going in, but we'll just have to see how it shakes out. You just have to try and keep up with Neareth Hub and steal the agendas before they can score them.
Yeah, so it was all about Wizard and ETF today. I think 3 Wizard, 3 ETF in the top 4.
Yeah, in the top 4 there were 3 Wizard, 3 ETF, but not all with the same players. So Chris was playing Wizard but not ETF, and someone else was playing ETF but not Wizard.
Yeah, so...
And there's my data sucker down, which I'm really happy to see this early. Especially with the Open HQ, I can fill it up pretty easily.
Did you play Chris during Swiss?
I did not play Chris during Swiss.
So
this is the first time I've seen his Neareth Hub deck.
So you're not really quite sure what kind of deck it is?
I have some idea because Chris and I are both quite good friends with another guy in the meta, Lin, and we often test together. So I had an idea that he was probably running a Butcher Shock deck, but I wasn't positive. He'd run Fast Advance in the past as well, so it could be either.
But you're not sure if it's... you're not sure if it's 24/7 or mid-seasons or...
No idea on what his actual kill package is, but I'm pretty sure he has a kill package of some kind.
Yeah. So you both kept, I believe.
Yeah, I kept a pretty average hand, but it wasn't terrible, and because Chris kept, I felt it was better to stick with a hand that I knew was workable rather than maybe mulligan into something that was really bad.
Yeah, and you've got... I can see an I've had worse in there.
I think I did start when I've had worse, yes, and I think the data sucker was there as well, which probably pushed it over the edge for me. I didn't have much econ, but I had draw, so I thought even if I don't have that much money, I can try and draw for it. I'm just trying to keep Chris Paul here trashing his pads.
This looks a lot like the game I played against Chris, but I wasn't able to get those I've had worse.
Yeah, they're very, very handy, especially if you're expecting a Scorch. Obviously Butcher Shop always runs the Traffic Accident, so you want to try and get more than one in hand because Traffic Accident dramatically reduces the chance that it's actually going to get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about, I think 1 gives you 40% survival and 2 gives you 70, so it's a big jump.
Yeah, it is a big jump, and I'm pretty lucky. I think I may have drawn the second one already, but I'm not positive. I definitely have 1 in hand at this point. And just filling up my data sucker here, trying to get rid of Chris's remotes. I don't want him to build up too many remotes.
Yeah. And so you're pretty confident with this. You look running pretty aggressively despite being behind on credits, but yeah, I guess with a couple of I've had worses now, you can afford to do that.
Yeah, I've played Wizard quite a lot. This deck I actually only played I think once before the tournament, but I had played I'd played like a Looking for Job Wizard for a long time, so I'm pretty confident with Wizard. And I knew that I was reasonably safe with the I've had worse in my hand, so I'm just trying to keep the pressure on, make him res ice, and get rid of the Sandsands where I find them.
Have you seen any kill pieces yet, or is it that Data Raven the first warning
That's
sign?
the first tag indicator I've seen, but as I said, I had a sort of a general idea that he would probably be trying to scorch me.
Yep.
And I'm reasonably confident that there's a wraparound over HQ, but I want to force him to res it either way. So I think in the next turn I'm probably going to poke HQ. I know that he had 1 Sandstone I got rid of, and I just want to make sure he can't get too much money, can't get too much control over me, because that's when the game's going to start turning away real fast.
It's the beauty of Wizard is they can keep Neareth Hub off of their Sand much better than the other guys.
Absolutely. It's having those 3 credits is just amazing. And I am struggling for econ a little bit here, but I found my wild side package, so at least I'm going to be drawing into all the cards I want to see.
Lovely. No tags yet either, so things are looking
Not
up.
tagged yet. Yeah. There's a lot of sync lately in our meta as well, and I've had a fair bit of experience playing against sort of tag storm decks, and I've found that it's almost always better to just shake the tags, even if it's costing you a lot of money. Just shake the tags every time, because you don't want to be tagged against those sorts of decks.
So here we run into a pop-up with only 2 credits, and you're suspecting a Sansan.
Yeah, I'm about 80% sure there's a Sansan behind this pop-up, and I know that if I pay the credit to get through, I'm going to see a Sansan that I can't trash. But I'm thinking better to look, and if I'm wrong, maybe I steal an agenda, and it is a Sansan.
Yeah, you don't want to let him get away with a sneaky 2 points.
So now I just money up in preparation for maybe trashing that Sansan next turn.
I mean, the other play Near Earth Hub loves is just the breaking news and just trashing pancakes.
Yes, that I managed to avoid that all day. Nobody stuck a breaking news with actually keeping the tags on me. But I had at the last World Championships, I lost to Lynn's Butcher Shop deck through a 24/7 breaking news play. So breaking news is definitely on my mind. And here I'm making him res this wraparound and confirming my thoughts that it's probably a wraparound on HQ. And I feel like here I should be trashing the Sansan. I'm not sure why I didn't.
Seems right.
I think I was just distracted by the amount of cards in my hand. But yeah, Sansan should probably die here. And that would give me a much more comfortable game if I was just keeping him off those Sansans, even with the Astro counter.
So Chris with another scoring window right now if he's got agendas in hand.
And he's thinking about it. Yep, dropping an agenda onto the Sansan.
What are we going to get?
So,
it's a Beal.
Yep. Lucky for me, it's not a second Astro, but now with Chris on 4 and me on nothing, I'm starting to feel the pressure. And also, yeah, I made a misplay there, forgetting to trash 1 card, so I just trashed that Career Fair before I started my turn there.
Sure. I mean, there comes a point. You're playing I've had worse for card draw here.
Yeah, I'm starting to think I need to get draw into one of my mediums or some other way to apply some pressure. So I'm looking for. I don't have a Faust yet. I don't think. I definitely don't have a David. So I'm looking for a way in, and not finding much. It looks like.
Yeah, I mean, it can get away from you pretty quickly with this board state.
Now again, I should probably be running in and getting rid of that Sansan, because that's going to force him to at least spend an Astro counter to score another agenda. But with so many cards in hand, I'm just thinking about how I can get them out. And I do have the Faust, so at least now I can apply some pressure.
Yeah, that's the thing about playing the Wild Cakes combo. A lot of players find it tricky to figure out which cards do you throw away, or what do you do?
Yeah, absolutely. That I had resisted playing Faust for some time, just because I do struggle with that sometimes. Is like, I'm not sure whether I should be throwing away this liberated accounts or this forked or whatever.
I mean, forked might have been really nice, just blow up the Data Raven, but yeah, it's
absolutely
hard to say.
Yeah, it's super handy card. I didn't want to throw it, but I just had other cards in hand that I felt like I needed to keep. So that's like my main struggle with the Faust deck, but I've actually on the day found it not too difficult, so I think in the future I'll play more Faust.
Yeah, it definitely slowed my play down in our game. I think that was a factor, just figuring out which cards to keep in my hand and which to dump.
I got a bit lucky there because Chris scored the breaking news, and he could have waited a turn and then scored it next turn to apply a tag and then trash one of my assets, one of my resources. Decided not to do that. I guess he just wanted to get the points out of hand. But now with him on 5 points, I really need to start applying pressure. And if he had trashed my wild side, it would have been really, really difficult to do that. So just deliberating here. I'm thinking about going tag me at this point with 2 I've had worse in hand and 5 points on the board.
I mean, yeah, live Sansan, you're screwed pretty much if he gets an agenda.
Yeah, I need to lock him down right now. If I don't lock him on this turn, probably going to lose the game within 1 or 2 turns. So I'm deliberating about the decision, but I pretty much know what I have to do. So I'm going to bite the bullet and just start going tag me on this turn. So here we go through the Data Raven, taking the tag, and I allow him to trace me as well, rather than break it with Faust.
Yeah,
Just trying to stay up on cards there. I don't want to drop too many cards when I know that I'm opening myself up to a Scorch play.
So Raven's just blank at this point.
Trashing a Jackson off the top, which is happy for me. I want to get another access, so I'm going to go in again and take some more tags. And this time C2 and get more Data Suckers as well. Stealing a Beal, very happy to see that. See a bit of a fumble there because I just was so eager to grab that agenda.
Man, it would be nice to get your turntable, actually.
Yeah, I was hoping for a turntable with an Astra on the board, but I pretty much had to move in. Now this is a misplay, playing this Parasite onto the Data Raven. I didn't really need to do, but I was just thinking, I had seen a Psychographics, and I was thinking about a Psychographics play, but of course,
he only needs
I'm
2
already
points.
tagged.
Yeah.
Already tagged enough. There's a live Astro, live Sansan. I didn't need to play the Parasite.
Ooh.
And I've had worse hitting.
Fine, his kill combo, but yeah, you've got your 2 I've had worses in hand, so good probability of survival there, which you managed to do.
Yep. So I was pretty happy with that. Quite lucky that he hit it on the first card. So filling my hand back up and now making him think twice about playing another kill combo.
Now Chris does actually have a full kill combo in hand to try again, so you've basically got this turn to wrap it up.
Yeah, I haven't seen many kill cards, and by this point I was pretty confident that he was running them, but I hadn't seen many out of R&D, so I was wondering, were they just buried or were they in his hand? I haven't been into his hand in a long time.
Yeah, filming this game I could tell you that he had 3 kill cards when he tried to fire it at first, and so he's kept 2 more. So he's ready, hoping that you don't win this turn.
Yeah, now I do see a Scorch off his deck, I think on the next turn. But yeah, I mean, I guess he probably has at least one other Scorch in his hand, another Traffic Accident, something like that. And I think I'm deliberating.
What are you thinking about, Josh? Medium, that's what you do.
Yes, absolutely. At this point, I think I'm waiting for Chris to end his turn, and then I'm going to draw into, unless I already have it, I'm going to draw into a second medium on the next turn. And then I'm going to think about the best way to get as many accesses as I can, because I know I have to win this turn. So, and Chris trashing my wild side there. So I must have a medium already, because I didn't draw anything at the start of the turn. And kind of going on a Parasite. So, I end up running and destroying the Data Raven. Chris dropping the tags off of those counters before I kill it.
Yep.
So I'm going to go up to 5 tags now. So probably what I should have done here is install the medium first, because I would have just got more accesses.
Yeah, for sure.
So I just swap my tag counter for a Dicer because I'm going full tag me now and hitting Explodapalooza, so I know that the game is really on now. He's got money and he probably has kill cards, so I really have to get in and see as much as I can.
Here goes the second medium.
So running in and seeing 4 cards now. And taking another Explodapalooza. So Chris easily able to Scorch me on the next turn, and finding the Astro on the last card. So that was quite tense. I was very nervous that I was going to get Scorched, but I did have one more click to see 6 cards. So
yeah, they always got a good chance. Well played, man.
Very well played by Chris again. Very tense both final matches. I was really happy with the result, but well played by Chris.
Yeah, and congratulations on your first store champ, Josh.
Thank you very much, Alex, and thanks for watching, viewers.
Yeah, thanks. Cheers, guys. See ya.